Hi Madeline, here's Niall. Can you produce some wind for our Irish family members and for Grandad to say hi? I just talked to the Harneys, to Alan. Do you want to say hi? So please produce more wind. We can see a lot more wind over here. I changed the camera. See, over here? She's triggering the wind and producing more wind. Grandma, can you put more wind right now? It's getting more windy a bit, but can you trigger it much more? So that I can see it more clear? Yeah, that's great. So now you can see more movement over here. That's on point communication, how we do it since a while, me, my mom, and grandma as well. So, Madeline, do you want to produce a big wind wave to say hello, to identify yourself? The rain is getting strong instead. Is that you with the rain? Please use wind if possible, because I'm used to it. More rain is coming. And more wind is coming. Thank you, Grandma. That's great. And for Liam, you can see much more wind now. You can see it up there as well. It's on the point. It was quiet before. Liam, that's the way we communicate. You're Niall. Grandma can control the natural forces, which is right. And she can use several other ways to communicate with me or over my human body even. As soon as we meet, we can try that with some medical equipment. I'm gonna explain it to you them, because she can produce like something like a heartbeat, and they could measure them at that point in time, and she could communicate with you over that with this system with the medical equipment. Grandma, do you want to trigger the wind over here again for Granddad? To agree on that we should try that if he wants to? Not at the moment. Okay. Do you need a second? Yes. So she will trigger the wind, but she just needed a moment. And now we can see that the wind is triggered and more wind is over here. You can see it because of the movement of the tree in general, that the wind wave she produced where she needed a moment is now reaching the tree. You can see it up there. All the movement, much more wind than before. So yeah, now it became windy on top. Great, Grandma. So, hi Liam, here's Niall. Yes, I do send this to the Harneys as well, so to Katharina and Alan. And Alan gonna pass that to Katharina. They're gonna talk to you, so you're gonna see that video. Hi. You can see Grandma saying hi as well, again with more wind. And you can see it over here. Grandma, put more wind here, please, for Granddad. A little bit more. Need a moment? Yes or no? Yes or no? Hi Liam, this is Niall. I'm correcting the camera a bit. What you can see in the background is a huge house over there. 3 storages, okay? 3 level house. You see the big tree in the back. It's very quiet at the moment. Hi Liam. Actually, I'm able to communicate with beings which have lived as humans before. We can call them our forefathers or other beings which had a human body before. So I'm good in universal communication if you want it like that. And I'm trying to help you a bit now. But what you got, there's a turkey in the background, don't be irritated by that. But it's gonna be mind-blowing for you. So don't get a shock, okay? Madeline, if you want to start to produce wind in this huge tree behind me, please start to produce the wind that the tree starts to shake, to starts to move, so that Granddad can see that there's gonna be more wind very soon. So in the next moments, Granddad, actually, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, you can see there's more movement already. Hopefully you can see it. So there is more wind reaching this tree right now, as you can see, where I point my finger. On these pieces of the tree, you can see the movement. Grandma, can you trigger that even more and produce more wind to make it more clear to Granddad? You could see more movement over there, but can you produce more wind in general surrounding this tree so that the whole tree is moving a bit more? That's a very huge tree, Granddad, a very big one. So you need a lot of energy to move that. I'm requesting this now by Grandma, and I wait for her reply. Her reply is not the wind, it's something in my human body which she can use for communication. So, Grandma, do you want to produce more wind? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. So then start producing more wind, please. She said yes, and now we give her a minute to produce more wind so that the tree is more shaken. I can see a bit more wind coming, a bit more movement, but we need even more, much more to show it to the camera, because the camera is not there. So you have to trigger it even more. More. I can see the wind, more. Put more there, Grandma. Yes, it's moving more, and even more. Put more there. A little bit more. So Grandad, you can see over here, it's moving more. I can show it you here. It was quiet before. I moved the camera a bit. Here we got other plants you can see as well. They're moving too. Grandma, this little thing here, can you put more wind over here in front of me? And more wind in the back there. These two plants. What's standing over here and the one in the back. Can you produce more wind over here and there, please? So Granddad, you can see here's more moving now. Can you even put more wind over here, Grandma, for Granddad? So that he can see it more clear? Yes or no? Yes, but a little moment. So the wind gonna be stronger at this plant in a little moment, Granddad. Grandma, do you want to do more wind, or yes or no? Yes. Do you want to do more wind again? So now it's quiet again, so do you want to start again with wind? Yes. Okay, then start again with this plant right now, please. See, it's moving on point, Granddad. Can you see that? Can you see this plant here? That's Grandma. She can do it quiet, and she can bring wind there to communicate. So we can communicate with such big trees as I showed you, or with small plants like this one. As you can see here, the small plant is now moving more and more. Yes. It's even saying yes on top there. So we can communicate such on point. Can you say yes again, Grandma? With the top of the plant. Yes or no? Try that. Just a moment, Granddad. She gonna try that? Yes. You can see she's trying to move exactly that piece of the tree. Grandma, show it to them, this piece. Can you try to move it again, please? To give them a signal. Do you want to try that again? Yes. Now she's trying again. See that, Granddad? On point. It was quiet and then on point again. And now she's pushing more wind into the plant to show you that she's alive and that she's existing. Yeah, Grandma. Granddad, that's Madeline. You can find on my Facebook account that I'm communicating with beings which have lived as humans before, like that for 1.5 years now. And I'm trying to explain that to people, but they're not listening. I also talked to Michael, but he was not listening, and I told him to inform you. So, Grandma, do you want to bring the plant quiet again and then restart the wind? Should we do that? Yes? Okay, because now it's moving, so it's going to be quiet again, I think, in a short while. Short moment. First she's doing more wind. Granddad, remember I said this one there should shake too, and now it's shaking in the back. Okay, Grandma, if you want to do that, do you want to make it quiet again? No, you want to produce more wind, a storm. A little storm. Yeah, okay, a little storm for Granddad. Good. A little storm. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. It's moving more and more and more. Yeah. So that's wind energy on point, Granddad. I'm communicating with Grandma. I'm gonna stay over here, or at least I'm gonna put the camera a little bit back. Don't be irritated, because I'm gonna place myself in front. So I'm communicating with my mother, Suzanne, like that, with Madeline like this, and others, and even on my Facebook account. My Facebook account is Niall Power Sieger.9, Granddad. Niall, Niall, Power Sieger.9, everything written together. And it's showing the communication to wind, to lightning, to rain, to all natural forces actually, and to human bodies, by that Madeline could use another human body to communicate, an animal body, or a body of a plant. Do you want to produce more wind, Madeline? Yeah. See that? Now even more wind is coming. You see that? I show you the surrounding here. It's a mess. It's a garden in the place where I'm staying at. Just that you see the surrounding here. Okay? That's where I'm at. There are chickens, that's the turkey there. It's a totally mess. Because it was quite stormy the last days, you will find some videos on my Facebook account, Grant. So, Madeline, would you agree with more wind on point? That it's not a big problem for you as long as we communicate to repeat that in Ireland, in front of Liam's eyes, so that he can feel it better. Let me say it like that, feel you better, surrounding him then at that point in time, if you want to. Would you agree that's not a big problem to repeat that in Ireland, Grandma? If yes, please produce more wind now if you can. Do you want to produce more wind now? Yes. Yes? Yes. Okay. So she's gonna produce more wind again? Give her a second. There was a wind wave coming, Grandma. I would do another one to make it more clear, to be honest, because that was a very small one. So produce more wind, please, right now. You can see, Granddad, the plant is moving now more over here. You can see more wind is reaching the plant. Grandma, can you trigger that even and bring more wind on point there right now? Great, then please do that. She agreed, she can do that. She's gonna try that now. And you see the tree is moving much more. Again on point. Yeah, trigger that more, perfect. Yes, more, great. See, granddad? Do you understand how on point we can communicate like that? And that is possible in a small scale. With the tree, it was not working perfect, maybe because grandma don't want to overload you, because this information must be absolutely mind-blowing for you. She just said hi to you. Maybe that was why she was not producing so much wind in the beginning at this big tree. Grandma, do you want to produce wind in the big tree now for granddad, where he could understand it a bit more and is a little bit more prepared? Yes or no? Try that. Okay, try. And granddad, for your information, I have a yes and a no. That sometimes can happen, but I think she's gonna try now. She is trying now. See? It's moving more. The tree is moving more over there. See? And more in the background. I don't know if the camera can capture that. You have to look at the details, okay? Because you can see the wind moving there because it's still a green tree, even if it's winter time. So grandma, if you want to trigger that and produce more wind now, this would be great to let it shake even more. Over here, for example, in this area, where I'm pointing my fingers at. Try that, more. More wind over there. At this moment in time, granddad, I can feel more wind surrounding me. But I need the wind up in the tree, grandma. So now more wind is reaching that point where my fingers are pointing at. You can see the tree moving at one piece, even it's like saying yes, hi. So produce more wind now, grandma, in the whole tree. That would be great, to make it clear. Yes, you can see more moving there, granddad, even over there. Now this side is moving as well. Produce even more wind, grandma, to make it more clear. Shake that thing a bit. She's gonna try to shake it now, a little bit more. So more wind gonna be in the tree in a moment. You can see more wind coming because it's moving more on top. Try to put more wind there, grandma, even more than that. More wind. Yeah, more wind is reaching again. But try to make it windy. Try to make it really windy for granddad. More. I want more wind, grandma. More wind. Yes, I can see it moving more now. But I want more wind. Even more. Yes, more. So you can see the tree now moving a bit more again, granddad. It's a big tree. I explained to you how big this tree really is. And then you understand This is a 3 storage house in the backside, right? So, Grandma, more wind. Granddad, at that point in time, I'm gonna inform you about something. Grandma is real. It's one of the first videos regarding wind I do with her. Normally, you need a learning period of 5 videos to communicate with each other better, to bring wind on point. And now I'm staying here and saying, do more wind for granted. Got it? That's me. I'm pushing her a bit. The fact is, you need 1 to 5 videos to optimize the communication. That's the reason. I'm communicating with her since a while. That's not the problem, but we do the first time wind. On my Facebook account, you can see that it's working even more on point later after the communication is optimized, because I did it with other beings very often, not with Grandma. So I give you now the promise that I'm gonna do for another 4, 5 sessions like the one you have on camera now, because it's not more than that. Okay, got it? I'm gonna do that another 4 or 5 times. That's little time, and gonna optimize my communication with her. But in general, as she said already, it's not a problem to repeat that in Ireland. And my feeling is to be absolutely clear, Granddad. And we do communicate through feelings. She do not want to overload you in the beginning with the information, because she knows it's going to be a shock to you. A good one, hopefully. Okay, Grandma, do you wanna move that little tree over here again? This one? It's very quiet at the moment. Yes, perfect. Start to shake it. Yeah, you can put wind there, because they saw it was quiet before. They saw it, they realized that you could see the plant a minute. So if you want to, you can put more wind right now. And shake it a bit for Granddad. It's a smaller plant, he's not gonna get that big shock. Do you want to shake it? That plant? To communicate with Granddad, yes or no? She's saying yes, Granddad. So that's how it works. Okay, I have to ask her, and then she's replying. Okay, Grandma, then start the wind for Granddad. More wind? Yeah, more wind. More wind. It's moving now, but more wind. Move it a bit more. Yeah. So a little bit more, maybe. Yeah, that's on point. So you can see on this one and on this one as well, more wind is reaching the plant. But Grandma, if you can produce more wind, because then it's shaking more and the camera can capture it even better. That's the problem with the handy camera. Granddad, I can tell you at this point in time, since 1.5 years, I'm searching for people with video equipment to show this to other human beings so that they can learn that it's possible to communicate with beings which have lived as humans before. That's why I'm doing this Facebook account. Okay, Grandma. If you want to, shake it. Shake the plant for Granddad and produce more wind there. More wind? Even a bit more wind? Yes, more wind is reaching the plant. Yes, perfect. Perfect. It's moving now. Perfect. Add a bit more wind? More wind? Yes. Perfect. Perfect. More wind is reaching this plant. Exactly this plant. The other plants in the background, they are quiet, as you can see. They are quite quiet, so they are not too much moved. Okay, Grandma, that's good. So, Granddad, as you could see, normally human cannot pretend when, oh sorry, now I touched the plant, that's something different. But granted, as you can see, normally a human being cannot detect when a wind gonna come up or not. So that's because I do communicate with Madeline. Now I touch this plant, so it's gonna be shaking because of that. Grant, are you invited to contact me? Madeline would be happy to talk to you, to communicate to you. Regarding me, I do universal communication since a while. I can communicate with the beings which have lived as human beings before. I did send Alan a video from my mom, so it's not the case that I only can communicate with her. Regarding me, I told Dad that, so Michael, and told him to speak to you. I'm not sure if he have done that, to be honest. I think probably not, because otherwise you would have called me with the right questions. That's what I thought. So, and on the other side, I had lost your email address for you and your phone number. So, um, if I'm in Ireland, Brenda, we can try that live. So not with a video. We go to a tree, and then we're just gonna try to work it out. We're gonna try maybe to reach a point where you be able to communicate with Madeline. That would be a great case after I left Ireland again. That's what I would suggest to try. And Liam, my Facebook account is showing that. I'm doing that for a long while. NiallPowerSeeker.9 is the Facebook account. But understand how complex everything is, please. So we have to give them a chance. We have to give Madeline a chance. If I'm with you, that's a new situation, and then I have to communicate with her. Maybe we have to try it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, as I said, only with you. Okay, that's what I think. And then maybe you understood how you can communicate with her and how she can answer, because she can use natural forces. If you want to bring more wind here, where my hand is, you see it shaking more now. Can you shake it a little bit more, Madeline? Yes, perfect. You can see that one shaking more. Can you shake this one a bit more? More? Yes. That's great, and that's on point. Okay. So Liam, you understand. It's very complex, but she has the power. I'm gonna upload the video. I'm gonna send it to Alan, and hopefully you can contact me. And as I said, that was the first try with Madeline. No, the second try. We did a short video, another one. I'm gonna upload that one as well. I need 4 or 5 training sessions normally before we are very good in the direct communication. But you can see it's already working on point, and it's the second video. So, me and Grandma are looking forward to meet you. To keep it simple, and that you understand that she has different ways to communicate. The maximum best way the forefathers communicated, where they could communicate with others, is through my human body, by simulating beats inside my body. And therefore, if you know a doctor with medical equipment to measure heartbeats and pressure on skin on bones, maybe you could organize a session with him and me. And then I would organize Madeline to show up there as well, because them, over the medical equipment, they can print it out like it's a heartbeat documentation. But she can say yes, she can say no, and not over my own heart. She's gonna produce a heartbeat somewhere else in my human body, but they can detect it the same way as they normally measure human heartbeats. That's one way of communication. Granddad and the Power family, I know that's a lot of information for you, and my Facebook account is very complex. But as you saw, yes, we can do it. And Granddad, here's something funny, but I'm sure you did know already. Niall in Ireland means the followers in right, so with the right for the high kings, to be a high king. I'm a high king alive. Ain't that funny? It is funny. talk to you later. I sent you the videos from me and Madeline and me. She's the spectacular one with the wind, I know. Yeah. And don't lose yourself in my Facebook account because it's very complex and it's showing universal communication, but you can see more wind videos, all that there. Okay? And what's written there is reality. It's not about fantasy or something. Don't lose yourself there. And it's showing also medical periods of my human body, me as human being, stuff I have been to the last 1.5 years. It's very complex. Don't lose yourself there. And it's a complex situation I'm in, and I tried to explain that, but the people were not listening for 1.5 years. That's my situation here in Germany. And normally, if people on the phone ask me what you are doing and stuff like that, of course, I'm not answering so complex because I don't know how to explain it. I try my best on the Facebook account for the public, and I tried to inform you through Michael and now through Ellen because I saw her Facebook account, so I could connect through that. So in the end, a lot of people do listen and can hear what I'm saying, but their mind is not prepared to accept that this is a reality on planet Earth, that other human beings can communicate like I can do it. For example, with Madeline, and that's a problem because then the people don't realize. My Facebook account, granted, is showing a lot of chances for humans in general, and that is also reality. What I try to communicate there to the public, just that you know. So it's not about the show. It's not about fantasy. It's not about something like that. It's about the situation is I can communicate with beings which have lived as human beings before. I'm connected with that what the people would call the central intelligence, because these beings can use all brains, all physical brains which do exist on planet Earth. It doesn't matter if human brains are meant or animal brains. So that's why it's called CI for Central Intelligence. And the forefathers communicated through me that they would like to help humans in general. And that's part of my Facebook account as well. That's also reality. Please do not lose yourself there. But you can read it. If you see the chances too, and they are clear, then please contact me also for that. But regarding our private family life, Madeline is happy to send you this signs she did already produced in the video. And she would be happy to talk to you by having a situation that both of us we meet and then we try that with you here or me in Ireland. And she's bringing more wind now to agree. Is that right, Madeline? Yeah, that's right. More wind? Yes. See, that's great, huh? The plant is moving more, as you can see. See? Granted, I'm looking forward to hear from you and the others in Ireland, and I would come to Ireland. At the moment, my situation is, to be honest, I'm broke since 1.5 years. Otherwise, I would have better equipment to show it to the public what we can do. For example, better video cameras and all that, and I would have been to Ireland already, because the forefathers and Madeline and others, they want to help the living human beings by understanding all that they be able to communicate the future generations with the forefathers constantly. They would like to establish a communication system on planet Earth where the living human beings, all of them, can understand that, will receive knowledge, so that problems can be solved. But that's the complex background of my Facebook account. Regarding us as a private family, well, Madeline wants to talk to you, and the good news is she's alive. I know that a while already, but it's difficult to explain. So now I did show it to you by the natural forces and by her wind, right? Yeah, yeah, good. You could see that she can lift and let it fall again, like saying, yes, that's what I meant. That's the level, for real. It doesn't always work on point, but she's able to do that, right? Are you? Yes. Lift it up? Yes. See? It's that much on point, and these are the natural forces. Granted, this could be she did not produce so much wind in the big tree because she do not want to shock you. But my Facebook account is already showing this could be used for free electricity for all human beings alive. And I'm communicating these chances for our forefathers over my Facebook account to the public a while, but they don't realize that I'm real and the chances are real, but Madeline is real too. That's the situation, the stupid situation I'm in. Since 1.5 years, granted. Isn't that funny? So I'm gonna send you this video and to Alan. Best regards from me, from Madeline, from my mother. And yes, I would come to Ireland, but at the moment I'm just broke. If you visit Germany next time to visit Michael or so, you're very welcome to contact me so we can meet up. Anyway, and you can contact me anytime, you know that. And yeah, regarding the past, because Michael started some trouble in my life, I caught you for that. That's our private thing. But yeah, I can explain that to you. Whatever. The problem is you were telling some people some bullshit. To keep it very short, okay? And the other thing is I have been to real problematic medical situations, and these are learning processes for universal communication also. And I'm trying to explain that to people, but they always judge me in my lifetime. That's my lifetime experience. So that's my story of the last 1.5 years, Greta. So I'm gonna upload this video. Here's more wind. And she gonna trigger even more? Yes, Grandma? Because you want to agree that's the problem, that humans were not listening but judging me. Yes or no? She agrees with that. But you want to produce more wind for her as well? Yes, there's more wind coming. Yeah, and it is a big problem because the forefathers in general, like Madeline is doing it now, Lilo, they are trying to communicate to the public over my Facebook account, and the public is just not listening. Some people understood that I can do universal communication. That's why the Facebook account is like that, with a lot of musicians were singing over the topic and stuff like that, but they were not realizing the real chances and using it. So I'm sitting here in Germany since 1.5 years and trying to explain that to other humans, and also I would like to help that other humans can learn to communicate in the future. And I would like to help the forefathers to solve these problems, because they can solve a lot of problems humans alive have. So the humans which are alive, the possibilities for them to help is mind-blowing for living humans, and that's why they want to establish, first of all, what I explained, a system where people can inform themselves with data coming from the CIA. But I explained before. My Facebook account is explained it. Do not lose yourself there, Granddad. Just realize Grandma is fine. She wants to talk to you if it's possible, and if you would like to talk to her. And of course, you can contact me anytime. Best regards to Elm and all your sisters, and to Yui and Katrina and all the others. And we talk later. Peace. Niall. Hi. Peace. Here's your Niall. I have a turkey in the background. That's the sound. Hopefully it's not going to be too noisy. That's the tree in the backside. This one going to be important for Liam Power. Hi, Granddad. Here's Niall. Grandma, Madeline, gonna produce wind to communicate, to show you that she's all right, that she has consciousness, and that she can communicate. And she would be happy to communicate with you directly in the future. And I think this would be possible. I'm communicating with beings which don't have a human body anymore since 1.5 years on my Facebook account. The Facebook account is very complex. We could keep it easy, Granddad. So we can meet them. And maybe I would need medical equipment, because then Madeline could speak through the medical data to you and answer questions directly. Madeline, do you want to show Granddad that you are right? If you want to do that, please produce more wind in the tree behind me. Granddad, as you could see, it was very quiet in the tree. I'm gonna step by side. So, Grandma, do you want to produce wind now? I can see a little bit more movement, but it has to be much more movement that Granddad can see it in the video. So you would need a wave of wind so that the tree gonna shake. So more wind is surrounding me. Still not enough, Grandma. So you have to produce even more wind than that.